represent the Bangladesh Shipbreakers Association. The last year has been fairly traumatic for your members. Will shipbreaking in Bangladesh restart soon?
Well, thanks for the question. I mean, it's a very vital one you asked for. And you must be aware that from April 2010, the shipbreaking industry has been closed until now. It's almost 9 to 10 months that the industry has been closed. And we had a very tough time convincing the court because the court has been misled by the reasons for which they have stopped us. And I think things have changed a lot. The shipbreakers have worked hard to bring in a better image for the industry, and the ISO 30,000 is one of the things which the industries are putting up to. We had 60 yards being enlisted. Out of the 72, 24 has already been certified and 26 is on the verge of certification. So things are changing a lot in Bangladesh when you talk about ship recycling, and it's being back, should be in track in the near future.
There was due to be a court hearing last Sunday on this issue in the High Court. Where do we stand today?
Well, the court has been convinced because they had a lot of questions which has been put by the NGOs, and we had put a 500 pages paper book to the judges and to 18 other people, and I think they have gone through the whole thing and they are pretty convinced, and it's more practicable that the industry should reopen and the improvement can go on at the same time since ISO 30,000 has been already in force. So I think the court is much pleased and we should have a positive news in a week's time.
How many yards have been forced to close, and will they ever reopen again?
Well, we had 72 years when this court injunction came in, and out of which 32 were operating in partial and 42 just got closed. But when you say to restart and reopen means they had a huge amount of losses. So it's going to take some time. It's maybe 6 to 9 months before all the yards come into operation. And I think the court has a positive direction. We should be in track by the end of this year.
Can beaching, which has been at the centre of a lot of the controversy, ever be regarded as a safe and clean method of breaking ships?
Well, if you talk about Bangladesh, we really have no alternative because this is a deltaic bay and silted lands. So to pile up constructions here are unfeasible because we have a lot of erosions coming in, and we have 10 million tons of silt coming in every year from India. So we have a lot of siltation. So the practicability of dry dock is very tough ask. We have a natural riverside where you have this continental shelf, and I think beaching is the only feasible means of operating ship in Bangladesh in near future, and I don't see any change because we can do green ship recycling with the beaching method.
Is it feasible though for ships to be pre-cleaned and towed to Bangladesh as the environmentalists are insisting? Well,
we have this problem being solved to the court because we put a very strong answer. Definitely it's feasible, but it's not practicable because this is an emergency procedure to pre-clean a vessel and tow it through the treacherous sea. Is very unpracticable and it's not economically viable. And definitely the ships which are on in a state that they cannot operate their engines, they will go under tow, but all ships with engines operation, they will be going under power and they will be beached under power without any doubt.
Just finally, there have been some talk recently that 4 ships or so arrived in Bangladesh with documentation saying they had been pre-cleaned. The claims are they had not, they still contained asbestos and so on. But what was behind that, and is that a symptom or an indication of problems that may lie ahead with the Hong Kong Convention?
No, I don't think so, because what they said is not a fact. They asked the importer to say whether the ship has been pre-cleaned of her cargo and all this thing or not. I think they have cleaned them enough because there were 3 bulk carriers and 1 tanker ship. So the tanker was cleaned itself with the cargo and all free of, because we have a debate about what does pre-cleaning and decontamination means, because nowhere in the marine world you have such kind of words, and neither the Basel Convention also has these words. So we have been misguided by all these few words. But I think the court has been convinced now that these are the words not very applicable for the ships proceeding for demolition, because under IMO rules, any ship proceeding coming to for beaching, they have to comply and fulfill all the requirements of the law. And when they come, they also comply with the law. And when they go on beach, they also comply with all the national laws. So I think we just have to wait and see what the court verdict is coming in. And I think they are positive, and they don't want us to pre-clean anymore.
Yes. And then lunch will be served in about 10 minutes. Okay, lunch will be a buffet.